Hey guys, it's Marko again. I haven't posted a Mythic Plus dungeon in a very long time. I got a 2-piece set and then I actually wanted to try out Slick Eyes Necrolords inside of the dungeon, without the double legendary power. I just wanted to feel them out and see how they're faring on Tyrannical weeks, thinking that they're gonna get a lot stronger whenever they get the double legendary. And so far, I completely enjoyed playing this build, and that's why I'm going to showcase it to you. We're neglecting the first pack, we're gonna pick it up before the last boss. We pull only one mob together with the first boss. We're gonna pop Heroism, and when you're playing Frost Mage, especially Necrolords, you want to focus down the cooldown reduction guy, because he's gonna regenerate your Deathborn cooldown a lot faster, and that's kinda huge. I instantly pop my cooldowns and everything, and whenever this guy stuns me, I'm just gonna pop a ice block. So basically, since I don't have the double legendary here, I'm just spamming my Frostbolts together with Blizzard, so the normal AoE rotation, let's say. But your Frostbolts are hitting 3 targets, so that's kinda nice. But as you can see, Shaman pretty much obliterated me in the DPS on these guys, but that was to be expected. I'm gonna catch up a bit now, but overall our burst still isn't on par with some other classes, but we're not really the burst class. And also a good thing is that you can get a lot of Icy Veins together with the 2-piece set. The Comet Storm really helps you a lot with the Icy Veins uptime. And as soon as there are 2 targets left, I don't really care about casting my Blizzard. And the first boss is pretty much dead. I did 17k on Tyrannical, that's completely fine. And with some YouTube magic we're gonna speed up this transition. Now the boss is done, and I'm immediately gonna use Deathborn on the next pack, because I know that we're gonna pull 2 packs. And again, I want to focus down on the cooldown reduction mob, it's very important. That was a very tight call with the interruption from the mob. Luckily I didn't get locked out on frost spells. And as you can see, my Icy Veins is already back up, and I'm just gonna pop another one, just so we kill this damn ad quite faster. Otherwise, if I didn't pop Icy Veins, the mob would be like a lot longer alive, let's say. So I always think that it's worth to pop Icy Veins like this, even though it's gonna be on small cooldown, I'd say at least.
My blade will bathe in your blood.
And the thing is that I know that I need to carry these guys on solo target fights. I mean, the solo target adds, because I know that the Shaman isn't gonna do any cooldowns on them. So ideally I want to carry them here, and even if I don't have my Icy Veins up for the next pack, which might be a possibility if I'm unlucky with the RNG, I still know that the Shaman is just gonna carry me there. As you can see, I'm just spamming Frostbolts and I don't have almost any procs, so that was super unlucky, and I procced my Comet Storm into nothing. And I lost my Icy Veins and I have about 1.5 minute cooldown for it. But as I told you guys, he's pumping 50k DPS on Tyrannical week to the ads. And also, whenever you see that you're having your Comet Storm, like raining down from the sky, and it's just a normal trash pack, you can just use Frost Nova, and that will guarantee that a big portion of your Comet Storm critically hits the targets. That's like a big brain move, and it's also gonna increase the duration of your Icy Veins. I mean, the uptime of your Icy Veins and Rune of Power and so on.
I will wear your skull as a trophy!
And now I'm thinking if I should use Deathborn here, and I just decided I'm just gonna wait for the boss and use it there. But now when I think about it, while rewatching, I think that I should have used my Deathborn here. I would get it back for the boss like anyway. Again, I popped another risky Icy Veins, but I figured I was super unlucky on the last mob. I should be lucky on this one, and it kind of proved true, because I still had like 10 seconds left on my Icy Veins, and we're already gonna go for the next boss. I'll just have to wait a few seconds for Icy Veins, so it's not really a big deal. I actually popped Deathborn here. This might have been quite a cocky decision, and I said to myself, there's no way that I'm gonna get into the arena. Like, I'm a lucky boy, I can just do the DPS. And as you can see, I'm currently doing quite a large amount of DPS, and you'll now see the power of Frost Mage, and I can basically solo this banner super easily. I already have new Icy Veins, and I'm just waiting for the last second to dodge this, otherwise I'm gonna lose a bit of uptime on my Rune of Power. I interrupted this cast not because of the Comet Storm, but I interrupted it because of the Volcanic on the ground. I thought that it's gonna hit me. I was definitely unlucky with this Icy Veins, but oh well, I got pulled in for a duel, and my Icy Veins is gonna like come back off cooldown. And now I didn't know if I want to let him win, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna win. I got 2 procs of Brain Freeze, so I just said to hell with him, I'm just gonna kill him. Now I didn't want to pop another Icy Veins because I knew that it's not gonna refresh, like it's not gonna be even close, and that was a correct decision. Like, I would wait for the next pack. And now we waited about 10ish, 15ish seconds for our time warp to get back off cooldown, so we can use it for this giga big pack. Now I popped my mirror images so I don't take any aggro, and I'm gonna go transform into Deathborn, use my Frost Nova whenever I saw the Comet Storm incoming. My burst is only 25k, but it's alright. I still have Deathborn ready for the next pack, so it's gonna be good. My biggest issue that this pack doesn't have too much HP on their side, so I'm definitely gonna be forced to wait for my Icy Veins cooldown on the next pack. So I don't think that it was even worth for me to cast Icy Veins there. I maybe should have just spared it for this pack. And this pack is bigger and you're immediately gonna pull something after this one. So I think that Icy Veins there was kind of a mistake. You can see on the meter that the life of Frost Mage without Icy Veins is kind of a sad one. And the worst thing that can happen to you in a dungeon is that you die as soon as you pop your Icy Veins. That's like the death of Frost Mage. But at least I have my Icy Veins ready for this next pack. And sadly I got knocked and I didn't want to blink there for the quick Frost Nova. Maybe I should have, but it's alright. I'm alive and that's the most important part. Now I didn't want to dodge this, it was kinda scary and scuffed, so I just decided to use my Ice Block. I have two, so why not use them? And now we're gonna pull these mobs together with the boss. That's the regular pull. And I have Deathborn ready for this, so this is gonna be a good boss pull for me. And it's always kind of weird, because every single boss has at least 3 mobs to it. There's always gonna be some cleave, like, attached to them. Always using the blink to dodge the chains. And I was kinda annoyed here because I kept getting pulled in by the Gore Chop for the Tenderizing Smash, even though I thought that I was close enough, or like, so he doesn't interrupt me. But this fight is super easy for Frost Mages, since you have multiple targets constantly. Your Icy Veins uptime is always gonna be 100%. So you don't need to think too much about it. I got pulled in once again. It's whatever, and my DPS is looking fine so far. I'm not even focusing the ads because I know that the passive cleave from Earthquake Totem of Shaman is gonna get them, so there's no point for me to like hard focus them. And I don't really care too much about casting Blizzard here, just because these ads tend to jump quite a lot, so my Blizzard uptime won't be as big as I want it to be. But sometimes I will throw Blizzard when I think that they're not gonna move a lot, and as soon, like, if they use their jump already. So we're done with this wing, and now we're going to kill the Lich. Our tank pulls almost all the souls, and then it's another party with the Deathborn. And make sure to use your Frost Nova here whenever you proc a Comet Storm. It's gonna do an insane damage, and as you can see, my Icy Veins is already back off cooldown, which is insane. So definitely this set is helping you quite a lot when it comes to refreshing your Icy Veins. So the nerfs weren't as bad just because you have the new set, so you're kinda on zero, let's say. But again, you do the same trick for another pack of souls, and I'm not gonna use another Icy Veins here because I think that it's not gonna refresh from this pack and from the Death Elemental or whatever the name is. It's not Death Elemental, it's a Portal Guardian, my bad. And basically the hardest part of the dungeon here is that I don't know when to use my next Icy Veins here. Because I'm not that experienced, and I did a mistake by using Ice Veins not on the next platform but on the platform behind that. I should have waited with Icy Veins for the big skeleton guy, like with the same model as Marograu. So basically we're having some boring gameplay here, no one wants to use any cooldowns here, so we're kinda slow with killing these ads. And now we're gonna have Portal Guardian and 2 more mobs, but these are quite squishy. So I knew that I'm not gonna refresh my Icy Veins, but I was kinda hoping that I will. So that was a bit of a mistake. And this way we're just gonna have a bit harder pull on the next pack. Because we're gonna have 2 ads plus the bone guy and relics. Also, you don't need to use Frost Nova for the relics or the guy who spawns after you kill the relics because they're immune to CC. So I did a mistake there. I didn't have to use it. And now I actually blinked, but I was on stairs, and stairs are kinda bugged with blinks, and I didn't blink anywhere. So that was kinda yikes. And now for this pack is another small pack. There's no point using your Icy Veins here, because it's definitely not gonna reset. And now we finally have the cool Tarok. The Lich guy has a ton of HP, but our tank said that we don't want to use Heroism here, or Time Warp, Bloodlust, whatever you call it. We want to use it for the last boss. And the Shaman didn't get the memo, so he accidentally used Bloodlust, but it's fine. Ideally, as a Frost Mage, you kind of want to get Draw Soul here. It's gonna reduce your uptime on the boss, but hey, at least it's gonna increase your overall damage output. But I wasn't getting any Draw Souls. Damage dealt increased by 30%. Insane. And now I can definitely use one more icy veins here. It's gonna do me good. After we kill this, we're going back to the top of the dungeon and we kill our first pack. But I'm having quite a decent 16.4, 16k DPS overall on this fight. That's kinda huge in my opinion. So definitely I think that Slick Eyes Necrolords is a very good option for Theater of Pain at least. It should be good for some other dungeons, but it's the best for Theater of Pain.
Are you ready for some carnage? A rising stars now face the longest reigning champion.
And now we're just waiting for more Dretha to spawn. I failed with my judgment here. I should have instantly popped Icy Veins here. It would be back completely up for the boss, but even with killing these ads, I knew that we're gonna instantly pull the boss as soon as the ads die. And now I'm waiting for my Deathborn cooldown, just because I know that the last phase of this fight is kinda intense, so I'm gonna use my Deathborn at 50% of her HP. This fight is completely uninteresting before you get to the last 50% HP.
Reality turns its ire against you. You shall be swept into oblivion. Your wanton slaughter will be returned tenfold.
She finally transformed, and I'm being a bit petty with the Deathborn, and I'm waiting for the Icy Veins. Like, you don't need to wait for the Icy Veins, it's whatever, you're gonna have it through your Rune of Power anyway. I got scared here for a second because I got aggro and I was like, I'm gonna die, so I immediately popped mirror images just to be safe, because you're instantly gonna drop aggro. And the most important part of this fight is just to stay alive, so don't greed your Rune of Power uptime just for like not staying alive.
My magic magic reaches beyond your mortal ken.
And that's it, another boss down, and this is the end of the Theater of Pain, and we did a +2. We had a decent time, and our overall damage was... It was fine. It wasn't the best, but overall it was good. This is more than enough to do like at least +19 Theater of Pain. So I was quite happy with the group, and I was quite happy with my build. I had a few mistakes, but overall a nice experience. Thank you for watching, and of course until next time, take care.